XT250 rides on my first trip for 2023. Today I'm going to be checking out a couple of areas that I think may have some potential for some off-roading. We'll see how it goes. It's a nice day today, about 51 degrees for January the 2nd. I'd say that's a little unseasonably warm for this early in the morning. So I'm going to pop a map up here to kind of show where we're going. There's a dead end, kind of ends where the highway is, 275. There's these two spots that are pretty deep woods, and they have property boundaries with no homes. I'm going to check those out and see what's going on there. And then there's a second area. It's off of kind of a commercial district, and you see a dead end there with nothing but woods. You've got some sort of trail, and you've got a utility line easement. Those are good spots to, I think, find some off-road capability. So let's check them out. Keep our fingers crossed, because I've had a really difficult time finding areas around here where I can ride freely. Right off to the left there, by the way, you see a very large Boy Scout camp. My son and I have actually camped there the short time he was in the Boy Scouts. On the right side of the road, there's actually an alpaca farm. So there's some big chunks of land here, but most of them are occupied by something. But these spots I'm looking at today, I can't really tell if there's anything, any buildings or anything associated with them, so I'm hoping that they're abandoned, basically, or just not claimed. You can't really tell in this video, but this is very steep right through here, and the roads were kind of damp, and I'm trying to stay out of the center of the lane to stay away from that, the oil patch that cars leave behind, so it's not so slick. But this section made me a little nervous because it's a lot steeper than it looks in the video here. So I was taking my time getting down the hill. So I'm getting ready to turn right here. I've been past this area dozens of times, but I've never been on this road going this direction. I've always bypassed this because it's a dead end. I had no reason to come back here. So that's another thing. I just wanted to check it out and see what was back here. I'm assuming it's homes, but you never know. So when I looked on a map, yeah, I saw some houses, but there's also just a lot of open land, and it wasn't part of the property boundary. First thing I come across, no trespassing sign, made me a little nervous. But I thought, this is a 2-lane road. That sign must have been for the little drive that was off to the right there. I'm assuming that's the case. I don't see why you could put a no trespassing sign on a road like this that leads to multiple houses. Like it's a public road still. So I'm taking my chances of continuing on. This is Claremont County, Ohio, suburbs of Cincinnati. Another thing, all the leaves are off the trees, so you can really get an idea of what's back behind this initial tree line that's right off the road. So I also wanted to come back here when I can see deeper into the woods. And as I get back here, I realize it just peters out into someone's driveway, so there's no real reason to continue forward. So I'm going to turn around here using a technique that I learned of facing or looking with your head in the direction where you're going to end up on these curves. Kind of helps you navigate the curves a little easier. It certainly does for me. Definitely helps making a tight turn, like when you're doing a U-turn. So the first one is a bust. I didn't see any trails or anything coming off the edge here. This is all just people's properties. The boundaries are adjacent to one another. I didn't see any kind of easements or anything, or places where people have been back with mountain bikes or whatever. So let's head to the second area. It's right around the corner, actually. One thing I didn't mention is that as I was coming down that hill, I should have pointed out, it would be off to the right, coming up here soon. I saw what looked like a building through the trees that was not on the Google Maps bird's eye view. So possible new construction. It's a little foreshadowing for you. So the road I'm on right now, I've been on this many times. This is kind of the back way to get from me to get home. If there's a situation on the highways or some of the other routes that I choose going back and forth to work, I'll hop on this road. And it takes a little longer, but it'll get me home. And it's the scenic route. I've been on this route before in my videos. In fact, somewhere right around here, there was a deer standing right off to the side of the road. Probably right about here. Didn't see me today, though. So this is coming up into Miamiville, Ohio. If you go straight, you'll see a little more of that community, but we're going to turn... Oh, nope. It's not where I thought we were. Never mind. We're not quite there yet. We're going to be turning right. There's a bike path that we cross right here. Right there. I'll say a little more about that in a second. Here we go. This is getting into Miamiville. So, making my right-hand turn there, I did want to point out this business here, the Miamiville Trail Yard. It's an awesome restaurant. I've been there a few times. I would recommend it. And then there's the bike trail. It's the Miami Valley Trails system, but it's really the Little Miami scenic trail for bikes and people. Unfortunately, not motorcycles, where I would be on it. It'd be wonderful if they could have something like that for motorized bikes and motorcycles, but nothing like that right here, which is why I'm on this little journey here to see if I can find something or someplace where I can ride off the road. So, yep, it's been a little while since I've been riding. I think it was October or so. We've had some really cold weather recently, below zero. The old Yamaha's just been sitting in the garage and doing nothing. So my rule is if it's 50 or above, it's warm enough for me to ride. So I got out, and a little cloudy and dreary this morning, but not bad. So here's my road coming up. This is an old folks home here on the right. So this is kind of the access drive. Then it goes back to what looks like a cul-de-sac anyway on the bird's eye view. But as I pull up, yeah, there's some kind of major construction going on, and that whole section's now part of a parking lot or something, and a new road's been built that crosses it back there. There's a little bridge. I don't know what's going on. I just saw a lot of construction equipment and decided I probably should get out of there. I don't want to take any chances going back there. Nobody's probably working today, but whatever. I don't want to find out the hard way. And doing that U-turn there, and then also pulling out of here, you can kind of see there if you look down to the left. There's a lot of dirt and grit, and sand, and everything. And I was a little bit nervous that I was going to spin out if I took the turn too quickly or slammed on the brakes or took off too fast or whatever. So another little road hazard there. So I was 0 for 2 on this little trip, but still got out, still got on my bike, and I still had a good time. So no complaints in that department. So yeah, this is, like I said, a little bit seasonably mild. I'm not sure if we'll have any other days for a while where I can get out and ride. This was on a Monday, but it was the 2nd of January, so there's nobody around. Everybody's off work apparently. So that's one reason I came out. So yeah, hardly anybody in the road. Crossing 275. One thing I haven't done yet is taking the XT out on the highway. A little nervous about that. It's been a long time since I've had a motorcycle on the highway, and I don't remember it being that fun at the time anyway. So I've managed to stay off of the highways this whole time I've had the XT250. Goofing around with my camera angles there. So now it's just a matter of me heading back home. I hope everyone had a nice holiday, and I hope the upcoming year works out well for everyone. XT250 signing off here. Have an awesome 2023, and we'll catch you next time when the weather gets better.